Oh, there we go. And we'll hit it. What up, what up, what up? It's your host for the Hub of Fantasy Football, Uriah, and my co-host, Foley,
Hello.
and my other co-host, Evan.
I'm back this time.
Back.
What's up, family? Now, look, guys, before we get started, I have to say a quick little public service announcement from last week. I apologize for the Zagnut reference. This is a family show, and I'm sorry for that whole reference.
Yum.
That ties into today's sponsor. Tell me if either of these situations apply to you. Number one, do you ever feel like you just need to apologize for something that you said that's getting you canceled now, and it's just really causing some problems in your personal life because you said things
Absolutely.
inappropriate?
Absolutely.
Okay.
What'd you
Or number two, like on a podcast, do you ever say anything bad and need to feel the need to apologize later? Or number two, you ever just wish that you could go to sleep in the same way that you feel like you're going to when you hear Foley get deep into the Foleytics of it all? Do either of those situations apply to y'all?
I'm sure they do.
Of course.
Well, then if I got a product for you, today's sponsor is Ambien. It'll put you to sleep, and it's also a built-in excuse if you ever say anything cancelable. You just say, I'm sorry, I had taken some Ambien before I said that.
Which I think all three of us have taken prior to this show.
Once or twice.
All right.
I just
So,
took some a few minutes ago.
There you go.
So
So
this
anything we say, we cannot be held accountable for.
absolutely. So this show's going to be a little bit different from how we go. We just had our draft, and we're going to go over our draft results for our league. But first, I wanted to kind of dive into our personals from this. So, Foley, if you want to take it.
Actually, one thing
Okay,
before we get
okay.
in there, I would like to talk about something. It's an unintended benefit of what happened at the draft this time. Because of somebody's choices and somebody's actions at said draft.
Are you talking about the liar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of that, good news. We no longer ever have to hear about Travis Kelce and Christian McCaffrey ever again. We don't have to hear about that trade not one more time.
Now it's the liar and Brock Bowers. But more on that later.
We'll get to that in a bit.
The
So-
problem is, just to say, I forgot that the Bowers trade happened because I was so fixated on the other trade that no other trade happened in my mind.
And the Ambien.
And the
Ambien.
Ambien.
And the Ambien.
The Ambien didn't help.
Thank you, Ambien.
So, yeah, thank you for those lots of laughs. So, Foley, how do you feel about your drafted team?
Apologetic, first of all, for the Bowers situation. For our fans who are not in our league, just the context
All
there.
7 of them.
The context there.
And the bots in Russia.
We did a keeper league for the first time.
First time ever. There's always growing pains.
For
to be,
sure.
To be fair.
I kept Brock Bowers in the 11th round.
Which you did not have.
Well, that's what I didn't realize until we were halfway through the draft. I forgot that I had traded Bowers away.
And it
in
was
the middle of
just
the
it was
season.
just because Matt just happened to
Say
whisper
it.
something about
Yeah.
Brock Bowers being his, and we were like,
Yeah.
wait, what'd you say? What was that?
I could have kept Bowers if I wanted to. Wait, no, you can't. It's got to be someone you had on your team, Matt. Well, I had him on my team. I traded for him.
No, you
Oh.
didn't. Matt had him. I mean, Foley had him.
What a mess. It's
Anyways,
fine. It
beyond
doesn't
that, I think everyone knows the thing that I was most upset about, which is that Evan took Mike Evans. So I will be implementing a new segment on this show every week where I offer a trade for
For Mike
Mike Evans every
Yes.
week.
I love it.
We will start right now.
Look,
All about it.
expect 25 cents on the
Oh,
dollar.
I know it. I know it. We're getting Emporium prices.
We'll start right now with
Okay.
Trevor Lawrence for Mike Evans to give you the Travis Hunter stack.
I also have Brenton Strange, so that's kind
There
of
you
tough
go.
for me. It's
See?
kind of tough for me to do 3 Jaguars.
But it's a
Hey,
stack. It's a
there's-
stack.
There's nothing. There's nothing wrong with the triple stack.
The stack is good for fantasy.
We'll
Beyond
talk-
that,
we'll
we'll
talk
talk more about
we'll
that.
talk about
That's
that.
that's my official first offer. I'll come up with a new one every week.
Look, hit in the comments. Would you do that trade?
Remember, this is a 2 quarterback league, so
2 QB
so
league, and I will for the benefit of somebody who's not in our league, my 2 quarterbacks are Drake May and Sam Darnold right now.
So
Not
Trevor
great.
Lawrence sounded
Not
pretty
great.
good.
I got Russell Wilson, which will be good for 3 weeks until Jackson Dart takes his job. But,
Okay.
All right. What do we
So that's your bad. What was your good? What's your favorite pick and what round?
My favorite pick, and we'll get more into this, but I for sure think that my best pick of the draft was actually Brandon Ayuk, and I forget what round, but it was late.
It was late,
It was really late.
Because I was able to immediately just move him to the IR.
which I forgot about.
Yeah, I
don't
think
know
everyone
why.
forgot about except for me, which was why I was able to, I could not believe he went that late. Here's the thing. If he comes roaring back and does, by the end of the year, look like old Brandon Ayuk, guess who's my keeper next year?
Yeah.
So I'm pretty happy about that.
Go ahead.
Sorry, last thing on my team for now is my running backs are gross.
I was going to ask you, when in the draft where you're like, I'm going 0 RB?
It wasn't intentional. It was just the way the board went for me. Trey McBride was there, so okay. Even though I've got Bowers, I'll take Trey McBride. These quarterbacks are there that I'm high on, which I feel good about because everyone else kind of sucks at quarterback this year. So I'm happy with that. And it was like I didn't feel good about it, but I'm willing to take the risk. I reached for Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. There were better running backs on the board. I will be the first to admit.
Yes.
Aaron Jones was still there, for instance. I think he was the next on my board technically.
That
But-
preseason hype got you. And Bill.
Yeah, well, it was just
It was
Bill.
Bill.
I was the one who broke the story. I felt like I needed to just make sure I had Bill on my team in this league. So I reached for him, and I'm fine with that. I accept it. I got Chris Rodriguez as well. That's the thing. It's not a dumpster fire running back. It's not good. It's paper thin. I don't think it's a dumpster fire because I have 2 handcuffs, which will at least give me a floor.
There's a lot of potential in your running back game right now.
I would say it's
Potential.
a hot dumpster fire.
Well,
Okay.
He didn't take Austin Eckler in round 2.
No, I didn't do
His
that.
first pick overall in round 2.
We'll get to that.
All right.
Evan.
Honestly, it's going to sound catty to tell you my favorite pick, but genuinely my favorite pick was
Mike
Mike Evans. It was a lot of fun for me to do that. I reached. 100% I reached.
I'm going to cry by the end of this
And also
podcast.
a little backstory about the Mike Evans. How many years have you drafted him?
10 in a row.
10 in a row. So that's the backstory. He loves Mike Evans. That's his boyfriend,
And
internet
it's
boyfriend.
also funny because I spent most of the year last year talking about how I didn't care for Mike Evans, not even one bit. But anyway, I straight up reached for him, and the reason for that was because of losing Amon-Ra by 1 pick. That really bummed me out, and it kind of skewed the rest of my draft. I don't know, what's my least favorite pick? That's tough. Anything past round like 13 is just something I'm throwing
Yeah.
at the wall. I don't love having Russell Wilson for the reason that I said earlier. I do not love it. But as happened to you, just the way that the draft fell, I ended up going 0 quarterback. Just because, we're doing keepers, so the tier 1 quarterbacks were already gone. And I'm in the 5th pick, so the 4 that were left over that I would have gone for that early
We're
went
gone.
right immediately. So
Yeah.
I figured I'll stack up running back, wide receiver, and work it out later.
Yeah, we were talking about this off air. So I had the number 4 pick in the draft. I also had the number 4 pick in the draft last year.
I also had 5 last year. It's crazy how that worked. Hey, your little
But-
RNG spinner is terrible. I hate it. No.
But last year, with the number 4 pick, I took the first quarterback of the draft. This year, with the number 4 pick, I took the 4th quarterback
Right.
of the draft.
Not counting the ones
Not
that
counting the
count.
keepers.
I was surprised by that.
Yeah.
Mine, I'm kind of okay with mine. A little scared of the triple stack of Burrow, Chase, and Brown.
I'll take Burrow if you're in.
Well, I mean, in all thing, I'm fine with Burrow and Chase. When it got down to Brown, he was my highest rated running back. So I mean, it happened. I really like all my people that I drafted who were like in handcuff roles, 2 back by committee or whatever.
Yeah.
A lot of those guys are falling off. Tajay Spears.
Yep.
I mean, it's starting to kind of look a little bit brighter than what I thought, but.
Sure.
Who
That's a
hyped
day
up?
after draft.
Who hyped up Tony Pollard on the running back show? I believe it was Foley.
I don't remember what I said on that show. Ambient.
Oh, and I do like maybe I should put, no, he's not going. I like Matt Stafford. I got him.
Where he went was good.
I like that. I think it's just a good reach. Just whatever.
No, I thought where he went was a fine gamble. One thing I'll say, we're going to talk about our grades, and I think we all graded a little bit differently. But one thing, just in general, that skews things for me is one of my pet peeves in rankings and in drafts is taking a pure handcuff backup when there are still some running backs on the board with standalone value, or a wide receiver 2 in an offense, let's say T. Higgins, while there's still some high-end
Number
wide
ones.
receiver 1s,
Absolutely.
like let's say A.J. Brown, still available. That's always going to be a pet peeve of mine. Lots of people had T. Higgins ranked higher. I'll never understand it.
Well, that's kind of actually how I ended up with Mike Evans, to be honest with you. So many of the people that I had above Mike Evans were just gone. On my ranking, T. Higgins, or the draft sheet that I used for the thing, T. Higgins was above Mike Evans, and I couldn't do it. I could not see it.
Well, the bad part about where we were, I was 3, 4, 5 in that order.
Mm-hmm.
You have so long where you have to reach sometimes to get who you think is going to be good, and then other times, which is what a lot of it was to me. A lot of it was, I don't want this person,
Right.
but it's the highest rated person I have,
I needed that's
and
how I ended
that's
up with
that's
Drake May
hard.
and Sam Darnold. To be honest
Yes.
with you, they were the best. If I had waited another round to get a quarterback, I'd have just been toast, just completely toast.
And that's exactly how I ended up going 0 RB, because I try very hard not to reach. I did reach for Ja'Cory, but beyond that, I do not reach in drafts. I take the next man up, no matter what position. And if it just makes quarterback and tight end a superpower, so be it.
And also for you casual fans of fantasy football, and you're just here because you like somebody, take that person, please.
Yeah.
Have fun with
Your
this.
draft. Your draft. Go for who you want.
Take
be you.
Oh, one thing that I want to be sure we get into: if you're a Swiftie, take Travis Kelce because you love him. By the way, couple things to say: we are working on getting Taylor Swift on the podcast. I hear that really helps with numbers.
She hasn't responded yet.
We're working on it. Bear with us. Also, just so that we can put this in the YouTube description and get some SEO going, let's talk briefly. What do you guys think about the engagement? Travis Kelce is engaged to Taylor Swift
I didn't
now.
hear
That happened today. Adam Schefter sent
Broke
out
it.
an ESPN alert about it. How's everyone feel about
I'm
this?
sure it's going to
I,
last forever.
I really don't care.
I'm sure that'll last forever. It's storybook romance for all time.
It's a love story.
Oh, it was
it's great.
the English teacher and the gym coach.
That's right. The English teacher and the gym coach.
How do I
got
know
married.
that? I'm so bad.
So now that we've said that, Uriah, be sure to put in the podcast description that we discussed
Taylor
Travis
Swift
Kelce and
Travis
Taylor Swift
Kelce.
engagement.
Absolutely. Don't care. Let's move on to the Hub South draft. First, we'll start with Mr. James, the Booger Eater. Let's talk about his quarterbacks. I had him at a C plus. Well, I'll just do this. Quarterback C plus, running back was a C plus, wide receivers were a B plus, and tight ends were a B minus.
You really are a harsh grader.
I was.
I would say.
I did.
You
I
gave him
agree.
a C plus in quarterbacks.
The man has
He's
Lamar.
got Lamar Jackson.
Great. That's great. 8.
Got-
Okay, give me an 8.
Bucky Irving, Ken Walker.
Hang on, let's
Sorry, just on quarterbacks.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just
8.
going down the list.
I'll give you 8.
You know how
You
I
just-
feel about
okay,
Justin Fields.
It's just Justin Fields. That's what it is. That's what the
Did he
C-
get Murray too?
No, he got Penix as his
Penix,
third.
which is a fine choice when you have Drake London.
But no
Yeah.
offensive line. Anyway,
Listen, I hate the Falcons.
Okay.
But I'm not going to sit here and say that Michael Penix, Drake London is a bad stack.
okay. I don't like Fields, and that's why I gave it so low. My personal opinion.
Shout out to you, James, for listening to the podcast. I'll go ahead and say I didn't do positional rankings. I did overall rankings.
Yep.
And
So,
this is graded on a curve. Sorry, you want me to hold off?
I was just going to say overall was a B minus.
You gave him overall B minus.
I think that's a good grade.
This is graded on a curve. James has the second highest. He has the highest, I will spoiler alert, he has the highest grade of anyone who wasn't drafting from my board, which gives me a little
That's
bit of
where
an
your
advantage.
rankings come from.
James, you get an A. Congratulations. You've been listening to the podcast. Clearly it's paid off. I liked a lot of your picks. You got an A.
I hadn't had an A2, to be honest with you. In just draft, I have James as the best draft of the thing. I think it's the most even. I don't think he has technically a lot of depth.
No
But
depth.
Nobody does.
But yeah, it's tough to have depth in a 12-team league with 11 bench spots. It's difficult.
Okay, so what I put was I hate Fields. I think everybody knows that. He only really has 2 starting running backs. That's concerning. Wide receivers are great. Tight end is mid, as the kids would say. And
6-7 or whatever the hell it was that one time 2 weeks ago. What was that?
We did get go
6, 7,
6, 7.
Yeah.
Anyway, his depth is a problem. But we talked earlier. Everybody has a problem with that.
I mean, yeah, the running backs like Bucky Irving, Ken Walker, Dylan Sampson. That's a pretty good starting 3, and then a bunch of handcuffs. I'm good with. And maybe Jadon Blue has some standalone value. And Ray Davis, I think, has standalone value. So I like it a lot. I will say best and worst picks I did for every team.
Okay.
And this is just solely based. It's easy to say, oh, your best pick is Lamar Jackson. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
You're
we're-
essentially just not including Rumble.
Maybe with an exception or two, but
Okay.
but it's who did you reach the most for, and who
Right.
went farther than they should have? Who did you get on a slide?
Who did you get on
essentially?
value versus?
Exactly,
Gotcha.
exactly. And so for me, the best value pick, the best pick was Ricky Pearsall in
I did
the
like that one.
8th round
Yeah.
for
That
a
was a
guy
good
who
one.
like Demarcus Robinson's suspended 3 games, Jennings is hurt.
That was shooting
Hold
the
out.
ball.
Yeah, Pearsall is there to
Good
get a
pick.
lot of targets. Worst for me was Luther Burden. I forget what round that was. Round 13, so it's not like he took him super early, but to me, Burden is he's not someone who's going to come along until the very end of the year, if he comes along at all.
All right, moving on to Mr. Joe, last year's reigning champion. Quarterbacks, I gave him a B plus. Running backs a C minus. Wide receivers a C minus. Tight end C minus with a overall grade of a C minus.
I like his quarterback. I like his quarterback room a lot. I don't really trust A-Chan this year. Travion Henderson, I think, is going to be the guy for sure. I think that's solid. A.J. Brown, what are you getting? I like Joe's team. I didn't like it quite as much as James, but I'm not going to say that he's the worst of the worst, Joe. We got you this year. You're not the bottom of the rank.
No, I'm not going to do that to you, Joe. I mean, here's the thing. What I have observed Joe do over the last couple of years,
Is he better.
but you know how he gets better?
Listen to the podcast.
He takes people I took in years past.
Oh, my Lord.
Like,
So
No,
he
he-
just picks players.
I think he would
is what you're
acknowledge.
saying.
No.
He just picks
Like,
people that.
I
have
think
been
he would
in the
acknowledge,
NFL.
like, he took Baker because Foley had Baker the year before.
Oh, no, I think I think
you
if we
probably
called
took
him
Baker
right-
because Baker was
was
a
good.
top 5 pick. And that's probably why.
No, I mean last year he
Oh,
took
okay.
Baker
I
when
got
I
you.
had Baker the
Last
year
year.
before.
I
You know,
see. I see.
and Josh Allen this year. Like, I've sensed the trend, Joe. You're not fooling anybody
So-
here. AJ Brown. Anyway, that said, I've got Joe as a B minus.
So- So one thing I would like to say before you do your other part, I got good QBs. Mixon is going to be a concern,
yeah.
and he jumped on the hype train of Trevion Henderson.
Yes.
I think he's going to be
I
good,
think he's gonna be the guy.
but he's a rookie. Don't know.
I'm with you.
And Rasheed Rice could be a lottery ticket.
Yeah.
I mean, this C could honestly be A minus.
I mean, you
It just-
touched on the
it
two
depends.
teams.
Yeah, it
You touched
depends.
on the 2 players I wanted to bring up. So I thought Rasheed Rice, for where he went, which was round 9, best
Yes.
pick of the draft for him. Just because he is going to play the first 4 weeks,
Yep.
and then he'll probably get suspended and then come back but he might not get suspended. That's your lottery ticket there.
Yeah.
But you for sure got him the 4 games, and then hopefully have him back for the playoffs. I like the gamble there in the 9th round. I love that. I did not like the Travion Henderson gamble in the 5th round.
I didn't either.
I think that is.
Oh, I didn't see he took him that early.
Yeah.
I like Travion Henderson.
Not
I
that
do
early,
not like
no.
him at
Well,
fifth.
we'll talk about it earlier. I mean, later on, Tony when he took his, same thing.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
Some guys just go to. I mean, Travion Henderson could end up in like just a James White role, which is valuable, but it's not 5th round valuable.
He could be Bucky Irvin.
It could be Bucky Irving, absolutely.
Yeah, we don't know. Oh Lord, I hate to do this one. The commissioner, that would be me. Quarterbacks B plus, running backs a C, wide receivers a B, tight end a C with the overall of a B.
I gave you a B overall.
There we go.
Yes. My only concern, my only problem with your draft is the stack. I think it's really bold and it could pay off. If you were, like I said at the draft, if you were going to stack quarterback, wide receiver, running back of any team in the league, the Bengals are going to be one of your top couple of picks.
And saying I'm scared too.
It's a gamble, but it might pay off really
I
well.
love stacks. I don't love
triple stack.
I'm okay with triple stacks sometimes, or technically it's called double stack for you.
I keep feeling like Dumb and Dumber. You can't triple stack a triple stack.
It's a the quarterback does not count like it's a double stack if it's a quarterback plus 2 pass catchers. That said, I love the Burrow Chase one. I've done it a lot in best ball. I've gone after that stack in best ball.
You've never been high on Chase Brown though.
Never.
Never been on Chase Brown. I was probably the highest on Chase Brown last year.
Still
and
not high on him.
Kind of paid off in my favor, I think. He had a
I
solid
drafted
year.
him and everybody laughed at me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was high on him. I was high on him. So
I'm still not high on him.
I'm completely off track. Who was it that dropped $50 on? Who was it in the auction? Was it
James on the white
Carson
boy running
Steele?
back Carson Steele.
Who is now
Fullback.
cut.
Yes, the fullback for the Chiefs.
Who is now cut.
Who is now cut. $50 of your $100 budget. I don't know why that reminded me of it, but yeah, there you go.
That was fun. So I do think that Chase Brown was your biggest reach for me. Like Chase Brown could be good. He could still have a lot of touchdown upside. I thought it was too early. The third round is that's too rich for my blood for Chase Brown. I thought there were way better running backs still available. But I thought that your best pick at the draft, you will love this one, biggest value, tight end Mason Taylor. That guy's going to get like 90% of the snaps.
I hope so.
He's truly like people are underestimating.
I'm
I don't
surprised
think
you didn't take him. I would have thought. I mean, I know you had 2, but
Yeah.
I
And then I got a Okonkwo. Like I had
I
a
know.
Okonkwo higher because I think Okonkwo is actually a
When-
really safe play this year.
when you took him, I was
Um,
like, yes,
yeah.
because I knew you wasn't taking him.
Yeah,
after that.
no, but I do like Mason Taylor a lot. I don't think he's ultra talented, but he's talented enough, and he's going to get the opportunity.
Moving on, let's talk about Foley's team. Quarterbacks A-, running backs D, which is the lowest grade in the draft. Wide receivers C+, tight ends A+.
Hell yeah.
Overall B-.
I mean, just so people know, just to sort of roster bait here. My quarterbacks are Jalen Hurts, J.J. McCarthy, Trevor Lawrence, and Daniel Dimes, and my tight ends are Brock Bowers, Trey McBride, and Chig Okonkwo. I do feel pretty good about those positions. It's always a dicey thing starting 2 tight ends, but excited.
And I'll put love as QBs. Braylon and Bill are going to have to hit for you to do good.
Or Chubb.
Yeah, and let's see.
Chubb is good value.
And-
if you got him.
Yeah.
And like your QBs, your tight ends are elite.
Although he is really good value in the 14th round, knowing now that Mixon is out for the first 4 games. But even still, that's a good dice roll in that position, especially how you're looking at RBs other than that.
Yeah.
I do like Bill. I do like Bill a lot, and Jalen Warren, maybe.
I think you reached on Bill, but
I did reach on Bill.
You gotta reach sometime.
I mean, and honestly, the way it was looking, I don't blame it. But go ahead.
I have it written down as my worst pick of the draft because Aaron Jones was still there, and there were a couple others that I did technically have ranked higher, but it was like they were all in the same tier for me, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to go get Bill. I think Jalen Warren. I was down on him earlier, but the more I got into it, I think he's going to get double-digit carries every week. And Ken Gainwell is going to be involved. I think Caleb Johnson is the disappointment of the 3 Steelers
yes,
running backs.
I agree. You got anything else, Evan?
I give you a B+. Is what I had on there. B+. Running back's your weakest position. You know that already.
Do y'all want to guess my grade?
A+.
For myself?
Is
Yeah,
that
A+.
20%? Did you do it exactly correct?
No, because I took Bill Merritt too
A-.
early.
A-.
But it's on a curve, so you know
So
A+.
I still had the best of anyone, which gives me an A+. But I was not perfect.
Were you the best drafter at the draft?
According to Fullalytics, absolutely I was.
Moving on. Evan.
That's what this is. That's why I have an A+.
let's get-
James was the best non-Foley drafter.
Yeah.
Whatever. Evan, quarterback B, running back A-, wide receiver B, tight end C, with an overall of a B-.
I don't disagree with that. I'll be honest with you. I feel the strongest part of my team is the depth. Like when we talked about how most people don't have a whole lot of depth, I think that of all of it, I started off with Saquon and Kyron, which is solid. I mean, I'm not going to complain about that unless one of them gets hurt. But I have the stuff behind them that I feel good about.
Yeah.
Anything.
I mean, I put love your quarterbacks, elite running backs. Odunze could be a steal. I tried to get him. I had him marked out, and he was still there. My mistake.
If I had gotten Amon Ra, I would have left him for it.
Tight end was meh.
I wasn't really focusing on tight ends at all.
Yeah, I get it.
Wasn't
Well,
something
look,
that I do feel confident in Brenton Strange.
Well,
might be something.
It was hard to do when people lie to get Brock Bowers. I mean, but anyway, go ahead, Foley. How you thought?
I gave you an A-.
Okay.
Although I do want to knock you down to an F for taking Mike Evans. I went back and forth on that.
Is that my worst pick?
That's the curve. That's the curve.
That's the curve. Yeah, that's where his plus comes from.
Well, I went back and forth. Should you get a great grade because you did take the best player in all of football, Mike Evans, or do I give you an F for stealing Mike Evans from his rightful owner?
I think everybody loved that pick.
The truthful analytics. I've got to get it back by the end of the year. It's gonna make me. It will ruin my life if a year goes by without Mike Evans on my team. It will ruin my life. Anyways, that said though, I thought you were great. Like you were right behind James for me in terms of how you drafted. I don't have many complaints. I thought your best pick was one that you felt gross about, and I debated taking. Here's the truth. When I took Bill Merritt, there was still one wide receiver left that I was like, I should take him, but I need to pivot to running back now. And that was Travis Hunter, who you took. I couldn't believe how late Travis Hunter went. I know you're not high on him.
8th round. Yes, as we talked about for weeks, I'm really unsure of him. Shaky ground, but
yeah, 8th
round 8. That's solid.
However, in round 7, I hated the Tyron Tracy pick. I don't want anything to do with the Giants' backfield.
I feel good about it. I feel good about it. Just watching him last year.
I like Tyrone.
I think that the Giants are sneaky good this year.
I like Tyrone. I like Scadaboo. I just don't know what that rotation is going to look like, and it scares me for where they're going.
It's fair.
All right, moving on to Matt. Okay, Matt, quarterback, C+. Running back, C+. Wide receiver, B-. Tight end, A-. Overall, with a B+.
You're higher on Matt than I am, I'm sorry to say. I liked AI Matt better last year. Matt, you get a C- from me. There's some good and there's some bad.
Well,
I think I'm probably going to keep him at least a C+, maybe going to a B-. He's got some issues that I think that Purdy and Goff in 3 and 4 is kind of a lot.
I like it.
I just don't know about Purdy this year. I just really don't. But he got my boy Egbuka, and I really wanted him a lot, and he got him relatively cheap.
Well, I'll say this, Matt, this could turn into an A+ team.
Yeah.
But I mean,
absolutely.
Good management, and Matt's a good manager.
One thing, for sure. Anyone who gets upset with our grades, remember this is just the draft. You still got managing to do, and Matt, you're a great manager for sure. One point of clarity that we'll start getting into with the rest of the teams is I penalize heavily for drafting defense and kicker anywhere but the last 2 rounds. And even more so if you take multiple kickers and defenses. I'm sorry, you're getting huge penalties for that. And so, Matt, you did not wait until round 21, 22, so that didn't help your grade, I have to say. I thought his best pick of the draft, Uriah won't like it, Matthew Golden.
I like that. I like Golden. He was on my radar, but didn't want to go.
Yeah, went right behind Travis Hunter.
Yeah, went with Hunter there.
This may be my biggest miss. I don't think he's good as everybody says he is, but like I said, could be my biggest miss.
Listen, at NFL draft time, I was right there with you. I've just seen the way he moves now. Like, he moves in a way I never saw him move in college. He looks as fast as he ran the 40 time. When he ran that 40 time, I was like, that's a fake 40 time. Now I kind of believe it. He actually does kind of show that game speed now, which just makes me buy into him more, especially in the 8th round. That said, I think we can all agree on who the worst pick of the draft was for Matt, besides defenses and kickers, which would be everyone's if I did that. We should just get rid of defenses and kickers.
I
But
didn't draft a defense or a kicker.
no, I noticed that, and that helped your score. But Tajay Spears, who was already looking like he was going to be out for an extended period of time, that's now confirmed. But it was all but a sure thing already when you took him. So even in the 12th round, that was just it didn't make sense to take him.
All right, moving on to the Tony man. Tony.
Oh,
No!
did we die again?
No!
1 second.
1 second. We're not backing this up.
No. Halfway through. We'll cut it together.
I will.
This is the extra stuff.
Evan, give some comedy stylings.
Oh, hey.
Oh, here we go, and we're
Shoot.
recording again.
Don't worry about that.
Tony, man, come on. Quarterback C, running back B minus, wide receiver C minus, tight end B. Overall C plus.
I've got you at a C, Tony.
Yeah, I think we're all on about the same page. I couldn't split the C plus or C minus. I really like Amari Hampton. I really like that.
Oh yeah.
I think Herbert is a little early.
Yes.
Um,
So, Tony, you got saved some ridicule because when you took Justin Herbert, I think we were all ready to ridicule you, but then shortly thereafter there was a much worse pick that kind of distracted us all.
Could have waited 2 more rounds for Herbert, I
agree.
feel like. But saying that, they're solid.
Sure.
I don't think they're bad.
they're 5 quarterbacks. And
for-
Jordan Love. That's good.
He's
for
got the
him-
Keenan Allen stack.
Yeah.
Well, for him, Green Bay is going to have a great season for him to be good. Running backs, they're both rookies. That's an iffy, rocky road. Wide receivers, meh. Tight ends could be great for it. Could be great.
Yep. We know I'm really high on Tucker Craft, so I like that. I like the Lovecraft stack.
Oh no.
There's a lot of-
I don't want to hear it called that. I didn't like that
Tucker
at all.
Love?
The Lovecraft stack? No.
I love
H.P.
that.
Lovecraft.
Wow.
Oh, God, there's your team name. So.
Dude, please change yours to, what was the
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu. You got to have that as your
Yes, please.
screen.
I mean, dude was a huge racist, but
Yeah.
Absolutely. All the sundown town.
Take it back, Tony.
I do love Cthulhu. So, as much as I wanted to say Justin Herbert was his worst pick, I think there's one that was even
That was
more of a
worse.
reach. You guys might disagree, but maybe you won't disagree. Round 16, Quentin Johnston. Now, I know we're talking like round 16 here, but still, Quentin
He
Johnston.
doesn't even have any hands. You've been saying that he's got bricks for hands. He doesn't have bricks for hands. He's got.
He's a
He's
double.
got nuts.
He's a double amputee.
Just,
Yeah.
the man should have learned how to catch a football. How many seasons has he been in the league?
This is going to be his 3rd season.
3rd season.
Wait,
Too many.
He doesn't have hands. So.
Yeah, just can't catch.
The only reason he's still on the roster is that when he was at TCU, he lit up Michigan when Jim Harbaugh was the coach there, and I think
Oh.
I think Harbaugh just still has it in his mind. I saw how good he can be.
He can do it.
But the reality is, like with Keenan Allen there, as the day Keenan Allen signed, Quentin Johnston went from low on my board to undraftable for me. I literally have a tier of wide receivers called Yawn, and that's where he is. It's just a big
Oh,
Y-A-W-N.
okay, yeah. I'm not like
Yawn.
Hitler and yawn.
No.
Yeah, I got you.
So sorry, Tony. I don't like that, but I did like. You'll be surprised. You want to guess at who my best pick of the draft was, value wise, for him?
What was it?
Javonte Williams.
Could be sneaky good. Could be.
Just for where he went, it was
Yeah.
it was super late. I mean, he got Rico last year, which as much as we made fun of
He
Rico,
loves him a cowboy.
it was value where he got Rico,
Yeah, for
and same here with Javonte Williams going in the 12th round, right next to Tajay Spears. I mean, come on, starting running back in the 12th round. I love that. Good job, Tony.
Let's see. I do want to see some. Y'all say something about whatever.
Something.
I mean, sticking with Tony, Puka is a sort of high risk, high reward. You talked about the rookie running backs. I'm not DeAndre Swift and Marion Hampton. They're the same player.
No.
But I like Hampton. I'm a little worried about his offensive line, but I love him. RJ Harvey it's not quite as high as I would have taken him, but he has high upside.
Okay, so the thing that shocked me about Tony, he didn't take Genty. I would have bet $1 million he would have took Genty with his first pick.
Yeah, I think he saw the writing on the wall with quarterbacks,
Yeah,
and
it was ugly.
Yeah.
he didn't take the quarterback I would have
He
taken.
panicked.
By the 5th pick of the first round, which of course was my pick, any quarterback worth taking in the first round was gone.
Yeah.
He reached for Herbert. And God bless him. I hope he works out. But it's tough to see Justin Herbert taken with the 7th pick, and then Justin Jefferson taking 1 pick after him. That's tough for me to see.
I mean, here's the wild thing though with my rankings. If he insisted on going quarterback, do you know who the next quarterback available was for me
Who
at
was
that
it?
point? J.J. McCarthy. He
Yeah.
was the next best quarterback
Yeah,
on my
the
board.
guy throwing it to Justin Jefferson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like that's how high I am on McCarthy.
All right, so moving on to Allen. Allen with the quarterback had a B minus. Running backs D minus. Wide receiver C. Tight end B plus. Overall with a C.
Allen, you did better than last year. That's about all I can say. You didn't take Christian McCaffrey number 1 overall.
Hey, I think never mind.
That said, it's a D plus for me. I wasn't crazy about this draft. Like Janice.
I think he started off fairly strong. I like his starting running backs, and I like Justin Jefferson, but it does kind of fall off a little bit after that. I think that Laporta in 6, 7, sorry for me, 6. I think that's also a little early, but I'm not really
Yeah.
high on Sam
Yeah,
Laporta this
same.
year.
The thing that got me was Josh Jacobs in the second.
Yeah, I like Jacobs. I think that was still a little too early.
I like him too, but I mean, and then his
I got Kyron Williams two picks after that.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
and then his second one was Aaron Jones.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I say there's going to be a problem. It may not be like the Najee Harris may rescue him, because Najee is now back on the roster.
Yeah, it's a house of cards for
Yes,
sure.
absolutely.
Um,
I do love Dak though.
Yeah, I'm also high on Dak this year too, but I understand the strategy of what he's going for here. Rather than
Sure.
just load into one position and get that fully stacked up, he's trying to
yeah,
even it out.
yeah.
I do like his tight ends. Love his tight ends.
Yeah, I'm high
Laporta,
on
Kincaid,
I like
Yeah.
Kincaid.
and Audit.
I don't know about Otten. I like Kincaid, and Laporta
Well,
is absolutely serviceable.
Look.
I'm just down on him this year.
Same.
Otten from last year. I mean, it's going to be. He's going to play one game. He's going to have 10 targets,
Mhm.
9 receptions, 2 touchdowns.
And-
The next week it's going to be 8 receptions,
I don't
50
know if I'll
yards,
do
1
anything.
touchdown, and then you won't hear from him again.
And let's be clear. Tight end, if you don't have one of the top 3, who cares?
That's
it's
right.
It's going to be fine.
But that said, I thought Kincaid was his best pick of the draft. Alan, I know you don't listen, but in case you do, good job on 11. Like Kincaid is one that I would have taken way earlier than that if I didn't already have Bowers and McBride. But I was just kind of waiting at tight end. But it's a high upside play. I think he'll be the number 1 target for Josh Allen this year. I really do. And then worst pick for me, you two will disagree, but for me it was Dak. I just
Dak good, Foley bad.
I'm
round
gonna
doesn't work for me.
somewhat agree with you just based on
It was-
value where
Yeah.
you're talking about.
It was his
third
keeper,
is
though.
early.
Oh, that was his
Yeah, that
keeper?
was his keeper.
Oh, I apologize.
Sure.
Well, that's still
makes sense
still a
to me.
bad keeper then.
It makes sense to me, but you're right. That's kind of an early keeper.
I think I would have loved to have Dak as my second quarterback. Love
I'd love to
that.
have him as my first quarterback, but still.
I tried to not do best and worst. I tried to not include keepers. I missed that was a keeper, but I did know he had him last year, but I didn't realize it was a keeper. Anyways, yeah, I certainly wouldn't have done that. We probably should have made it really clear to everyone. I assume this is the rule that you don't have to keep anyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
We probably didn't clarify that enough because I sure wouldn't have
That's
kept.
fine.
Yeah, but whatever. Hey, he got the Dak Prescott handcuff and Joe Milton.
All right, so moving on to Todd. Todd at quarterback, I have a C minus.
Yes.
Running back B, wide receiver C, tight end C minus, with an overall grade of a C.
I really like his running back room.
I do too.
I went off on Genty a couple of weeks ago, and I still think that holds true. But I also, the underlying note there was that Genty should be astronomical. I just don't know if it's going to happen, but it's for sure solid.
What-
I don't like his quarterbacks.
No.
except for the value in Jackson Dart that late. Because again, I am almost certain Jackson Dart's going to be starting in just a couple of weeks.
And like I said, I know Todd, you don't listen, but man, if you could trade Cook for a wide receiver, man, I think you'd be hitting right there.
So it's going to be weird for me to say this because his running backs are so good, even if they're a little top heavy. To me, Todd had the worst draft of the league. He's got a D- for me. I love Gibbs. I love Genty. I'm super high on Genty. Like the closer we get to the season, the more I'm hyped on him. But that said, the wide receivers to me are gross. I don't see Ladd as a number 1. I see him as a wide receiver 2. Pickens, I see as a wide receiver 3.
I like him
Addison's
though
going to
this
be out
year.
for 3 games. Leggett, I love the man. I was super high on him on draft day. I hope he has the year 2 breakout, but with Ted McMillan there, I have a hard time seeing it happen. So I'm not big on his wide receivers. I'm quite down on his wide receivers, in fact. And then, the quarterbacks. Geno Smith, I think, was his worst pick. Not that you shouldn't have taken a quarterback there, but there were better quarterbacks to take than Geno in that spot. I had Caleb as his best pick, but I realize now that was probably a keeper. Or was it?
I think it was.
Okay, that makes sense. Because I know he did have Caleb last year, so I don't know who I would put as his best beyond that, though.
Last year, maybe I dropped him. I think I dropped him.
I remember Todd drafting Caleb.
Okay. And maybe I'm thinking of the other league. Who knows?
All right. Next on, Miss Chiquita. All right. Quarterback C, running back C, wide receiver C plus, tight end B, overall B minus.
I'd just like to say that I think Chiquita is perfect, and she got an A+ across the board and everything. I'm doing great.
I already got my punches. I'm recovering from the bruises, but you know what? I can say whatever because I've already been punched so much. Chiquita, I do love you. This is a D for me. This is a draft that would have looked so good in 2022. Patrick Mahomes, Jonathan Taylor, Tyreek Hill, DK Metcalf, Breece Hall,
Well,
a
look.
few years ago, that would have been such a great team.
Well, look. I will say this. First of all, Miss Chiquita, me and Evan liked your team. Somebody didn't. Saying that, Young has to hit. I hate the Breece Hall pick. Wide receivers could pan out, and the tight ends, I like them.
You're not wrong about the wide receivers. There is potential. We've seen it.
Sure.
Yes.
Of course, you've seen them before. It's just which version of these two guys? are we gonna
Exactly.
get?
That's right. They could.
Sure.
So I do think Breece Hall is the worst pick for her. That's just we talked about it on the running back show. I think he's only going to get 50% of the snaps. That's why I have Braylon Allen.
So I got a question. Have we all seen the Santa Claus?
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time. You remember the Santa Claus meter?
I remember nothing except that he kills Santa Claus.
He did.
We had
a
a-
bit dramatic
Yeah,
for the
he-
first 5 minutes of the movie.
Was kind of horrifying. I mean, if you think about it, he just killed Santa. Okay, anyway, there was a magic meter.
Okay.
So, do you think Breece Hall is getting all the negative energy and that's going to bring him down? Or do you think that's going to motivate him?
I don't know that any amount of motivation could help anybody in that position. To be honest
Yeah.
with you.
I mean, we talked about it. Best case scenario is he's diet Jahmyr Gibbs, but
How often does best case scenario?
Yeah, I
He's
just
diet.
don't-
He's diet right.
I just don't see it happening for him. That offensive line is getting better,
Ish.
but I don't think it's there, and he just hasn't looked explosive since his injury. Braylon Allen was one. Remember, I was so low on him as a rookie
yeah.
prospect. The thing that I
He
said
turned
was,
around.
I've turned around on him because the thing I said about him in college was, it looks like he's running in slow motion, but he's looked much faster
Yeah.
and more explosive. And it's like they flipped. Breece Hall was supposed to be explosive, but I think Braylon Allen might be more explosive at this point. It's hard. It's very weird. And he's good at route running. Like he caught a ton of passes from Rodgers last year. We know that Fields likes to check down. He can check down to Braylon Allen.
He's either going to check down or run.
Sure. So I don't like that pick. I do love the Diggs pick, the Stephon Diggs pick.
Love that one.
Again,
Yes.
that is we're talking
It's
about.
definitely, yeah, that's crazy value for it.
We're talking about a team's number one wide receiver.
I marked him off, same as the other one I did, and
Yeah.
I go up there and I'll go, oh my God, Diggs just got picked. What the
Yeah,
freak?
a number one wide receiver going in the 10th round is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Let's move on to Stone. Now, Chris, I know you don't listen, but quarterback, A minus. Running back, C. Wide receiver, C plus, and tight end, B plus.
I'm surprised at how high you are on his quarterback. So let's start
Overall,
there.
overall B minus.
Okay.
Man, do I like? I don't like either one of them.
Just so everyone, so our listeners who
Yes.
aren't in our league know, because we know there are many of you, Stone's quarterbacks are Jaden Daniels, Tua, Tyler Shuck, Spencer Rattler, Kirk Cousins.
Here's the thing. I know I put A minus. I know, but it's where he got it.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels was
Yeah.
a keeper. That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
I think it's at least quite smart to get Rattler and Shuck.
Yeah, oh, I
yeah.
agree.
I
One
mean,
and two. That's hedge that bet.
and
Sure.
and look, I probably did. It's the last person. I may have got a little happy. But
What did you think about his running back selections?
terrible.
Are we not fans
Austin
of
Eckler, second
Austin
round.
Eckler, number 13 overall? Bless your heart, Chris. I'm so sorry that you were using 2023 rankings. He legitimately was using 2023 rankings.
I
He
mean, you can
realized it.
definitely tell. You can absolutely tell.
He realized it after the Eckler pick. That said, I thought I was going to have Chris lower. He was the last one I graded because he was the last team to pick.
I'm sorry. I see what you're saying. He drafted Christian McCaffrey and Eckler from 2023.
You know,
Yeah.
they in there real late.
Oh, this makes it so much better now.
Yeah, right.
He said something about it.
He did, yeah.
I was like, oh,
This is
the wrong
2023.
Man, I'm getting all the number one picks.
See Devontae Adams, throw him in there. But
Oh, wow.
I expected him to be my worst just because of the Eckler thing alone. But he recovered well, I thought,
He
overall.
did. He did. Because the Garrett Wilson,
Yeah, I like-
Eckler,
I mean, Wilson, it wasn't like amazing value where he took Wilson, but you know how I feel about
They
Wilson.
could have had T. Higgins or Tyreek or a ton of different other people. Mike Evans.
I don't hate,
Mike
he
Evans
was
was
the
going
end of
in
the
that.
third.
Okay, he would have been okay.
No. Yes, yeah.
He was the end of the third.
Okay,
the
I'm
third.
sorry. I'm sorry.
But like, I would have at least,
He could have had Malik Neighbors.
That was my keeper.
yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
It wasn't
I'm
a terrible
at
pick.
this
It
whole
wasn't a terrible
podcast thing.
Alright.
For me, Stone moved himself up to a C plus by the end of the draft. He got Godwin, who
Mm-hmm.
that
Might
was my
pan
best
out.
pick for
Might
him.
pan- Yeah.
You never know with any of them.
Just like Ayuk,
Yeah.
stash
Yeah.
that injured guy. And just to remind everyone, I know we talked about it on the podcast last week, but when Godwin got hurt last year, he was wide receiver number 1 in the NFL.
Yep.
People
Ibuka.
have forgotten so quickly. And I know Emeka Ibuka. I love Ibuka, but it's worth remembering what Godwin was when he went
Oh, yeah.
down. But yeah, worst pick, of course, Austin Eckler.
It's really funny though. Like,
Oh, it
it
is.
was a very funny moment.
Now that I connected the
experience.
dots, that was so funny.
My goodness.
League champion. Well, first I'll put last place.
League champion was Joe. We already.
No, I'm talking this
Oh,
year.
this year. Okay,
Did we
okay.
go over Garland's team? I
We
don't think
did go over Garland's
No, we
team.
didn't.
No,
No.
Jaquita to
We're not gonna
Okay.
skip over G Money.
Well, G Money doesn't listen to the podcast. He listens to other podcasts about fantasy football.
He listens to
Evan,
Matthew Berry.
You start. Let me look at this.
First 2 picks, just about perfect. It's about what you're looking for. CD Lamb, Derrick Henry. Sure, I'm with you. T. Higgins at 3. I don't love that
Yeah.
very much. JSN also might be a hair early, maybe, because we're just unsure about that situation. Really,
James Conner and Kamara.
But, yeah, it goes down pretty quick after that.
Quarterbacks. C
Quarterbacks.
minus.
I'd give it a D. Bo Nix, Joe Flacco, Jameis Winston.
That's probably that. You're probably right. That is probably a D.
Bo Nix is good value where you got him,
Absolutely.
I think. But still, I don't know. Oh, he's got Aaron Rodgers in there too.
Yeah, he's got
didn't see
Rodgers.
that. Oh,
Which makes it a little better.
I guess, man, maybe. We can talk about.
Look, I give his wide receivers a B. That's a solid group.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, I have Garland B+. I have him worse than Evan, but better than Dong. I mean, Uriah, for those who don't know who Dong is.
Hey, I have a good team.
Look, I do think you have a
think
good
his
team.
you think his team's better than my team?
I do.
Interesting.
I think that
I mean, Bo
It's-
Nix,
it's
Aaron
the-
Rodgers, and Joe Flacco.
yeah, the quarterback needs work. So does mine, though. I think Kamara in the 6th round. I actually kind of like that.
I do
because
too.
There is a lot of volume that's going to pump through him until his legs fall off.
Yeah.
Which will probably be game 1.
It might be.
It's
Or it might
value
be
for that
game
round.
10. But still, in the 6th round, you know what he's capable of.
Yeah.
You know he's getting that work. So if you get a couple weeks out of it for a round 6,
I'm against y'all on that. one.
Listen, a 31-year-old bell cow is still a bell cow.
Mm-hmm.
There aren't many of them out there, so I don't mind that pick at all. Connor, I thought was a little high, but he's still like you kind of know what you're getting with him.
Yeah.
Maybe Trey Benson gets more work this year, but Connor's still going to have a ton of opportunities. And listen, Christian Kirk, where he got him, is I know that's not a sexy pick, but I think it's really good value where he got him. To me, that was the best value pick of his draft, and I think does like in a vacuum. Yes, I'm low on T. Higgins. I'm lower than everyone on T. Higgins. I'm a little bit low on CeeDee Lamb. I'm lower on other people than JSN. Maybe a little low on Waddle. But when you stack all these guys together, and Christian Kirk, and Adam Thielen, who might go to Minnesota, probably not. He probably stays in Carolina. But Thielen's safe. Mooney is another one of those injury stash guys, but can be very, very good. When you stack all those guys together, I think it becomes a pretty interesting wide receiver room. Like, it'll be rough for a couple weeks, but then he'll know what he has and know who to start. And I like it. The quarterback, yeah, it's not the best, but Bo Nix is a fine, like, I would say Bo Nix is a solid starter.
yeah. I would have taken Bo Nix in the same spot. If that was where I was at, I would have taken him there too.
Well, that was his keeper.
Oh, this is keeper. Okay.
I thought it was a great value there. Like, I would have taken
No,
Bo Nix
solid.
a lot earlier than that.
All right. Okay. Last place of the league will be.
I already said it's Todd.
I have Allen.
We talked about Allen. I
Yeah,
had him. Yeah,
yeah.
I had him. I have Allen number 10.
All right. Lee.
Who's your worst,
Yeah.
Evan?
It's tough for me to say.
Don't cop out.
Gotta say something.
I'm gonna go Allen.
Okay.
All right. League champion. I have Matt,
If I'm taking myself out of it,
which you should.
which I should, it's James.
That's exactly my pick too. I think that with the, not even really that much management, not even that like hard decision or anything. I think
Yeah.
James got the best shot as it stands. As it stands today.
Man, we are so different on some things.
Even if Fields doesn't hit,
Fields is not going to hit.
He's got Penix.
Penix is, good for him.
I mean, injury. You can't predict injury, right?
Mhm.
But as long as he doesn't get a terrible injury bug, I think he's well on his way.
I like it too. I think I agree with you on all of that. Without any major catastrophes, and even in the event of a major catastrophe, with the right decisions, the right moves, it's his to lose.
Bonus. I'm sorry. Who did you say your winner was?
Matt.
Matt. Okay. Well, James, we know, is a loyal, dedicated listener,
Mhm.
and who not only listens, he applies what he hears to his drafting.
He definitely does that.
So, shout out to you, sir. It's paying off for you.
We appreciate you. You did good.
Although
We
I
should
think,
also point out.
I think you did terrible, James, but that's just me.
We should point out the hypocrisy of you two turds.
What are you talking about?
Evan being all low on Travis Hunter, but taking Travis Hunter.
It's just
I was
value.
honestly also probably going to take Genty. If it fell
Yeah.
to me, I probably would have gone with it.
It's just value.
Uriah being down on Marvin Harrison, but taking him. And,
Value, man.
um,
I don't want him.
Just saying.
Look, let me tell you. Look, I'm
The
gonna be.
hypocrisy.
I'm
You
gonna
picked
be-
nobody that you were down on? You didn't pick anybody
Listen,
that you were down
I
on?
don't think I did.
Listen, I'll be honest. The
I
triple
don't know.
stack is scaring me.
Yep.
I also drafted some Titans. That scares me.
I get it.
But I did stick, and I drafted an Arizona Cardinal. I mean, those are fundamentally against what I believe in, but it's just the value. And sometimes,
I've got Bears and Giants. I know exactly how you feel.
I mean, sometimes you just.
Jaguars.
Although I did not take a Jets.
No.
Will not take a Jets person.
I did take, talking about players I took that I am high on, first of all, I took the
Your
guy
whole
that I
team.
used to be low on, Nico Collins.
Yeah, I
Great
remember
pick.
when you were really
That's a
down
great
on
pick.
I've
Nico.
apologized many
Great
times.
pick.
And I also took, despite the attempted sabotage by Tony Lee, I did get Teteroa McMillan, not Jalen McMillan, who Tony Lee put on the board when I asked him to put Teteroa McMillan up there.
Jalen McMillan. Is he on IR?
I'm super. Yeah, he sprained his neck.
Yeah.
He's going to be out like minimum 7 weeks. Could be the whole year.
Man, I wish I hadn't said anything. I should have just let that fly.
I am.
He
super
deserves
high,
it for Brock Bowers.
You know, but I am super high on Ted McMillan. I had him like right next to Mike Evans on my list. That said, all that aside, would you two like to play a game?
Okay.
Absolutely.
So this is going to be a game that we're going to check in on every week.
Oh.
You two are going to compete for this one.
Yes.
I have selected some random teams. You guys, I'm going to give you a team. You're going to pick one player for one position. So you're going to have, and
Team
we're
in our league or
no,
NFL
this,
team?
in the NFL.
Okay.
So how this is going to work is you're each going to have a quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, a flex, and a tight end. So full fantasy lineup, right? I'm going to give you a team. You can pick any position, but once you
Okay.
take that position, it's filled, and you don't know
Okay.
what the next team is.
Got it.
We
So-
got it good on this?
Quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, flex.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Evan, your first team is the Texans.
Wide receiver.
Which wide receiver?
Okay. Nico.
Nico. Okay.
Yeah.
Uriah, your first team, you'll like this. The Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
So we've both got our wide receiver 1 here. Evan, the Falcons.
Pass. Give me Bijan.
Yeah. Uriah,
Mhm.
the Chargers.
Gosh, you know who I want.
I do.
Omarion.
Okay. Evan, the Green Bay Packers.
That's tough. Kraft, I guess.
Tucker Kraft, tight end.
Kraft, yeah.
Alrighty. Uriah,
Mm-hmm.
the Indianapolis Colts.
Jonathan Taylor.
So Uriah's got his running back set with Marion Hampton and Jonathan Taylor, unless he wants another one in his flex. Evan, I promise these were randomly selected, so I'm
I don't
sorry
believe
for the
it. I
shitty
don't believe
teams. Excuse my language. The Patriots.
The Patriots.
Oh, you know who you got to go with.
I don't really want any of them, but one of them I already have on my team. Can I take?
Hard-hitting questions from the
Uh,
Bubba Fantasy Football.
God bless.
It's got to be between well, I guess
Henderson
3
and
players.
May.
Yeah, I mean maybe you consider Diggs, but I think it's between Henderson and May.
Yeah, I'm thinking Henderson and throw him in my flex spot.
You want him in the flex?
Yeah, that's where I want him. Unless I change my mind later.
I don't know why you would put him there when you can just go ahead and have him in the running back spot.
I might change it later.
Uriah, I'm just going to go ahead and, I'm sorry, it's going to bother me. I'm putting him in the running back spot.
Sure. Fair enough.
Uriah, the Raiders.
Genty in the flex.
Okay.
Back myself into a corner here.
Yeah, you. Evan, the Dolphins.
Give me Tyreek.
Bold move, Cotton.
Uriah, Jets.
Mason Taylor.
Still couldn't get you to take Fields.
I'm not. Will not.
So they're both still missing a quarterback. Just to recap,
love
Evan
that
so
team.
far has Bijan and Travion Henderson as his running backs, Nico and Tyreek Hill as his wide receivers, Tucker Kraft as his tight end. Uriah has Omarion Hampton and Jonathan Taylor as running backs, Jamar Chase as his wide receiver, Ashton Genty in the flex, and Mason Taylor as a tight end. Evan, you still need a quarterback and a flex. Uriah, you need a quarterback and a wide receiver.
Ooh.
Evan, Los Angeles Chargers.
Vegas Herbert. I'll take it.
Going the Tony Lee route.
He's probably a good pick.
If this was a straight draft, that's excellent value.
Uriah. Going back to the same team, the Raiders, not the Jets, not the Jets. The Raiders again, and you already took a tight end, so Bowers is not there. You can take a quarterback or a wide receiver.
God. We're keeping up with these points.
Yeah, I'm going to
Follow
check
it
in
through
every
the
week,
season.
and at the end of the year, we'll see
we
which
get to
team
make-
had more points.
Do we get to make any roster moves
Nope.
throughout the season?
Nope, this
It's
is
gonna be bad.
you're stuck with this for
This
the.
is
It's a
gonna be
best ball
God.
league, essentially.
I'm a gambler. I really do.
I mean, Amari Cooper, Jacoby Myers, Geno
I
Smith.
know.
Kobe Myers, maybe.
It's either Cooper or Geno. Ugh. Why can't I just use Bowers as a wide receiver?
Sorry, that's not where he's listed in
You
Sleeper.
don't. You be quiet,
No,
you
it's
dirty person.
Listen, Evans had to make some hard
Oh.
choices. This is only fair that you got to make this one.
Give me Geno.
Geno Smith as your quarterback.
I just need a flex.
Yes, who's your flex from the Dallas Cowboys going to be?
Oh, I'll take CD Lamb.
There you go.
Gosh, must be nice.
Hey man, you got a pretty solid team here.
Yours is
Uriah, who's your wide receiver from the New York Giants going to be?
Neighbors.
So to recap, Evans got Justin Herbert, Bijan Robinson, Travion Henderson, Nico Collins, Tyreek Hill, CeeDee Lamb in the flex as a. Aren't you glad I wouldn't let you keep Henderson in the flex now?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Home cooking.
I would have switched up.
Home cooking.
But that is a real flex when you have Lamb as your flex,
Oh.
and then Tucker Kraft as your tight end.
Great team.
Uriah, Geno Smith,
Blech.
Omarion Hampton, Jonathan Taylor, Jamar Chase, Malik Neighbors, Ashton Genty, and Mason Taylor.
I like it.
So we'll check in on this. I'll let you know every week who's ahead. And we'll
Okay.
also probably do a
Wait.
version of this every week, just for 1 week,
Look.
like a
Okay.
weekly matchup.
Look, we got to do this. We got to.
Oh, you want here? I can.
Yeah, hit me up real quick.
Mhm.
We got to do it.
Or am I doing the same thing?
Oh, yeah.
Making a team? Okay.
Might as well.
I'm gonna pull up a random number generator of NFL teams.
Isn't this fun, guys? Shout out, give us some feedback while he's pulling that up. Be sure to
Please.
put in the comments.
Comment.
Let us know if there's anyone that you find really attractive. Maybe he has tattoos. Which host is most attractive? I saw someone last week.
I'm
A fan said that the guy with the tattoos was really hot.
What? A fan
so
with the
the
guy.
comments-
His username was Michael. Anyway, go ahead.
Hey, we got the most views on that episode.
We did. I can't fault you.
All right, Foley. The Raiders.
Ashton Genty.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
Go ahead.
Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. Oh, shit.
No.
Technically, the way this is supposed to work is you can't pick the same. Do I have to?
Oh.
Do I have to adhere to that rule? I wonder. Since I was going back and forth with you two
Right,
for
so
that
that we
reason,
wouldn't-
so that there wouldn't be double
Just
dipping. Can I take Genty then?
Spin it again.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, well, that's
You
fine.
want to spin it? What do we do?
Spin it again. No, we're going to leave Gigi.
We're gonna leave Genty.
Yeah.
You got Genty.
He'll be
I
off
got
on
you.
his own
All right, I'm off on my own. I got Genty.
since we planned this out and ahead of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is awful. Carolina Panthers.
Carolina Panthers. I will take my boy Tedero McMillan,
Okay,
wide receiver.
go ahead.
That would be the New England Patriots.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'll take the gamble on Drake May.
Okay.
High risk, high reward.
This is prime time TV right here, guys.
Atlanta Falcons.
Bijan Robinson, double dipping
I'm
again.
just going to split our running backs between them. I'm with it. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah.
How do I feel like Foley's getting the luckiest out of all three of us?
I know.
He's got the best. Seahawks.
There goes that. Sam Darnold. Oh, no, you already
Yeah, I've already got a
You got
quarterback.
QB.
Ooh. Ooh.
I will.
Jackson Smith.
Oh,
It's got to be Jackson.
I hate to flex running backs, but I'm going to flex Ken Walker.
Ooh.
Ken Walker, not bad. Is this PPR league we're playing? The
Good
Chargers.
question. I will do PPR.
Wide receiver or tight end.
I will wide receiver Lad McConkey. Let's find out who my tight end is.
Yep.
Oh,
Here we
please
go.
please be a great team.
I'm really glad I took Ken Walker.
That would be.
Oh,
the
that
Vikings.
sucks.
Not bad.
T.J. Hawkinson.
Yeah,
Okay.
Not bad.
So to recap, my team is Drake May, Ashton Genty, Bijan Robinson, Tedoroa McMillan, Lad McConkey, Ken Walker, T.J. Hawkinson. I'm not gonna lie, I think I have the best team of the three.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If we-
because you
if
cheated
we-
just
if we
like
had
Brock
let him-
Bowers.
If we had told him he couldn't have Genty, then
There would have been a different story,
then
but that would have been
and then
so
you also
unfair
got
to me.
Bijan. Yeah, this sucks.
Look, and if you've listened this long or watched this long,
We're gonna do another one next week.
yeah, we'll be back here all during the year, having fun, cutting up.
Next week we'll tell you who to start and sit for week 1.
Oh boy, it's time.
Oh yes, I'm so happy.
Yes.
Hey,
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Yeah, until that 3 weeks in when I hate everybody and my
Yeah.
team in this
Hey.
game.
thanks for watching. Please comment, subscribe, all this stuff. Bang, 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 everything you can. As your host, Uriah, I will see you later. Foley.
Goodbye, I love you.
See ya.
Oh yeah, we were told we got to do outro music. And we're out. Nope, we're still on. And we're out.